What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on NIO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this asset. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, somewhere at this point, and I've told you that this asset is in consolidation phase, and we had this breakout below this previous movement to the upside. This means we cannot rely on this movement as an impulsive wave. First of all, we don't have enough volume during this movement, and secondly, we broke the previous bottom of the initial wave with this retracement. And this means we cannot rely on it as a movement to the upside. And on a bigger scale, definitely we are still quite bullish. Let me switch to daily time frame, because let me show you right here, because we still have this range as the lowest point of the price action at $8 mark. It is a swing low, and we have pretty much almost the exact touch of this range with this last candle. And this candle by itself is relatively bullish because it is a hammer candle. It doesn't have enough volume. That's why we cannot rely for 100% on this candle, but nevertheless, this candle is relatively bullish. On top of that, we have several gaps that from the technical standpoint should be filled, but everything I will show you in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. So first of all, let me show you this article that was published on April 21st on Seeking Alpha, and that is titled, "Is NIO stock likely to grow in the next year? Consider both deliveries and profitability." And let me quote you the summary. NIO's deliveries are projected to grow at a much faster rate in 2023 on the back of new vehicle model launches. But NIO's actual Q4 2023 vehicle margin might fall short of the company's management guidance due to higher than expected lithium carbonate prices. NIO stock's strong 2023 deliveries growth isn't sufficient to justify a positive re-rating of its shares, as I think that NIO's actual profit margins could be a disappointment for investors. And let me remind you that on 2022 this company delivered 34% more vehicles that they delivered in 2021, and they expected to double this number this year. And a lot of people have a lot of doubts about it, but I will show you some bullish news in just several minutes. First of all, let me show you this article right here that was published on April the 20th, and it is very disappointing for NIO. Insurance registrations for week ending April 16th is not so good for NIO. They delivered only 700 vehicles, and it is the worst numbers for the last couple of years. And let me quote you this. NIO sold about 700 units last week, according to the data. The electric vehicle maker sold 1,316 units in the previous week. And the week before this previous week, they delivered 2,730 vehicles. And in total, they delivered less than 5,000 vehicles. And so far, it is the worst result for the month of April for a couple of years. And let me quote you further. NIO's weak performance may be because it is on the eve of multiple product switches. It launched the new ET7 and unveiled the new ES6 on the first day of the Shanghai Auto Show on April 18th, with deliveries both set to begin in May. In addition to the new ET7 and the new ES6, NIO will also start delivering the EC7 Coupe SUV in May, and will start delivering the new ES8 in June, according to plans it previously announced. And let me show you that these two vehicles that was unveiled on the Shanghai Motor Show, it is ET7 and ES6. And these vehicles are really impressive. I have to say that it is a beautiful and very up-to-date cars on the EV market. And let me show you the second one. This is NIO ES6, and I have to say that these two vehicles are really beautiful. So, and let me show you that despite the bad deliveries on the third week of April, let me show you that NIO keeps goal of doubling sales this year, despite price war causing greater challenges. And let me quote the subtitle. NIO maintains its previously mentioned goal of doubling sales despite greater challenges to meet the goal, said William Lee. And previously, let me show you that NIO delivered a total of 122,486 vehicles in 2022, up 34% from 91,429 vehicles in 2021. The doubling of sales means that NIO is expected to deliver about 240,000 vehicles this year. And this means they need to deliver more than 23,000 vehicles each month on average for the rest of the year to meet its full year goal. And I have to say that the results of April might even increase this number. And definitely the second half of this year should be really impressive in order to achieve this goal. And that is why we have quite bearish sentiment from the list of institutional investors. As you can see, we have quite a lot of bearish pressure. Some companies completely closed their position, some companies reduced their position on NIO. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, first of all, let me show you that NIO reached its $8 mark, almost reached this level with this latest candle. And let me show you its analysis in details on a smaller scale. So, first of all, let me show you that this movement to the downside doesn't have any major retracements, and this means we have to see a bounce to the upside, and definitely this bounce should unload at least this movement, and we have to see it to the upside for about, let me show it to you, if I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from swing high to swing low, we have to reach at least 8.5 or $8.79. And this is a bearish case because right after that we should break the $8 mark with the anticipation to find another range of support somewhere lower. But in my opinion, it is not the case, and let me show you why I think so. If I pull the Fibonacci extension tool from this swing high to this swing low and project this length from this point, and by the way, as you can see, we hit exactly the golden pocket range. If I make this tool a bit longer, let me show you that we hit exactly the golden pocket range, the range statistically the most probable range of trend reversal, and we have this perfect bounce. But this movement to the downside, if it is a simple zigzag, have several ranges of support. First of it is right here at 0.786, and second one is a one-to-one extension. But right here, as you can see, we found very good support, and this support in my opinion should hold, because these two candles, if we switch to 2 hours time frame, or not 2 hours, but let me show you, for example, 4 hours. Yes, on 4 hours time frame, this candle is quite bullish, and it has a significant volume, and this means from this range we might have a trend reversal to the upside. And in general, if this $8 mark holds, we have to see the breakout above all the previous swing highs, but this breakout should happen only with the conviction of volume, and the volume is the king in our situation, because the higher the volume is, the more certainty we will have in the next movement. And that is why, if you want to enter your long position, you have to know all the news that I covered just recently, and you have to know the risks directly related to Chinese auto manufacturers in general and NIO in particular. And with the assumption that we completed, let me switch to daily time frame. with the assumption that we've completed the entire ABC correction from its all-time high at February, at the beginning of February of 2021, we have this ABC correction. And with the assumption that we completed this structure, we have to see the movement to the upside. That should land much higher from the current level, and that has a first price target at the level of $22.31, which implies about 149.59% from our current levels. So definitely it is worth your attention in the medium and long-term perspective, but the short-term perspective is not so bullish. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.